Hello, my name is Nicole, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. At Planting Her Seeds, I am all about teaching kids how to have a growth mindset so that they can live happy and successful lives. And today I'm going to give you 5 awesome books that your kids are going to love. These are young books for young children, picture books, and we're just going to go ahead and get into them, okay? So, let's see, let's start with my favorite. It's this one right here. What do you do with a problem? I love this book so much. This is written by Kobe Yamanda, and this book is so good. It talks about this problem that hangs around this kid. It's like a kind of like a scribble, like a cloud or thing that is around this kid, and he discovers this problem and he's like, what do I do with this problem? So it's really, really good. It's an abstract sort of story that teaches the lesson that problems are actually opportunities. And if we can look past the problem and see the gift that it brings, the growth that we can have when we overcome a problem, or the new idea that it can bring us, or the opportunities that can arise when problems come. So this is just such a good book and such a good thing to introduce to young children. Then I love The Most Magnificent Thing. This is also a really good one by Ashley Spires. And it's about a little girl who wants to create the most magnificent thing. So she's building something and it doesn't work out, and so she tries again and it doesn't work out, and she keeps trying, and she knows exactly how she wants it to be in her mind. I feel like we can relate to this. You know, how she wants it to be, but she just can't execute it, so she gets really frustrated and wants to give up and goes through this whole journey, and is so critical of the things that she's making because she's trying to make this perfect thing, this magnificent thing. But along the way, she realizes the value in all of the different things that she made, and how it taught her how she had to learn through each little step. And then it eventually helped her create the thing that she wanted. If she hadn't made all of those mistakes, she wouldn't have been able to create that. Also, too, it teaches kids to never give up. But also, there was value in all those other little things that she created for other people. And if she had not messed up, if she had not failed, then that value wouldn't have come to others. So it's just an amazing book. And really good for kids to overcome maybe perfectionism or like a fixed mindset of how they want things to go, learning how to be flexible, learning how to have a growth mindset. So really, really good. I also love this one, The Girl Who Never Made Mistakes. This is by Mark Pett and Gary Rubenstein. This is such a good book. It's about a girl who never makes mistakes, and she's just perfect. But that puts a lot of pressure on her to be perfect, and she fears about making a mistake, and then she ends up having to perform on stage, and she's trying to make it perfect, but she messes up. And instead, hi, Mason.
Hi, Grayson's here.
Oh, okay, okay, one sec. Anyways, she discovers how the power of laughter, the ability to laugh at herself, actually provides so much more joy for her and for others, that making mistakes is part of life, and it actually can bring a lot of joy. And she finds that it makes her so much happier to be okay making mistakes, and to not have that pressure, and to just be happy rather than being perfect. That's a lot better choice. And none of us are perfect, right? So if that is hindering our happiness, well, you know, perfect is overrated, and it's also impossible. So let's just focus on being happy and being ourselves. So she finds a lot of self-empowerment in just being her, and no longer being the perfect girl, but just being her. So it's a really good book. Okay, now the last 2. Okay, so And then we have one that's kind of along the same lines. This is Perfectly Imperfect, Myra by Faith Pray. And this is really good because this little girl, she really wants to learn how to dance. There's other things that she really, really wants to do, but she feels like she's not good enough. Other people are more talented and better than her, and she just makes mistakes and she doesn't know how. So it makes her afraid to try, and she ends up sacrificing what she wants to do and what will make her happy and dancing because she's worried about what other people might think, and she doesn't think that she's good enough to do that. And she doesn't know how, but instead she learns that it's better to grow, and that better to be happy, along those lines of to try to dance and not worry about what other people think, and also to be true to herself and find her joy, and that she is perfectly imperfect, and that she is perfect at learning how to grow. And that is awesome. So I really love this book. And then the last one is I Am the Storm, and this is by Jane Yolen and Heidi E.Y. Stemple. And this is a really good book. I really love this one. This is such a gem. It's about storms and natural disasters that come, which are scary and are very powerful. And this is when we feel like we're going to lose control. Oh, 1 second, I'm gonna sneeze. And when natural disasters happen, like hurricanes, storms, blizzards, nature is very powerful. And those are times where we probably feel the most like we are powerless, when the power of nature, we're exposed to the power of nature. And those can be very scary, frightening times. But in this book, this girl narrates how there was a natural disaster, like a tornado, and then we went into the bunker and we, had fun telling stories and playing with flashlights, and, we had a party underground, and then, how there's a fire. Well, we ended up, moving and going to the lake and spending time with my mom and dad there, and just seeing the silver lining and the positive outlook, and really showing that perspective equals your experience. So even though all of this stuff is crashing down and the storm is all around you, you can actually find the gem and the joy and the good, and have a good experience. And it's kind of like that line, walk through hell with a smile. It really shows kids how powerful perspective is, and might show them a different perspective, that, hey, just because we inherently think that storms or natural disasters are bad, they actually can be fun. We can have joy. We can find the good in some of these things. And a lot of it is that the family's brought together, and they have an experience together with love or joy or happiness or laughter, even amidst the storm. And also shares a tidbit about how storms are powerful, but so are we. And that there's a storm that lives in us, and we have a lot of power ourselves, and that we can decide how we want to view the world and what we will do, and that is incredible power. And so those are my 5 books that I would suggest to you moms or parents who want to start teaching your kids about growth mindset. And these are really great, engaging books, and I just love picture books. I even love picture books for the older kids. I mean, heck, when I read them, they help me, instill those beliefs into my mind even. So picture books are really great. It's not just for young kids. It can even be, with teenagers, if they'll sit down and read a storybook with you, But anyways, those are my top 5 books, and I hope that you guys go to the library and check them out. I checked out all of these books from the library. Of course, you can buy them, but you can also just get them for free at the library, which is awesome. So go ahead and see if your local library has these books. And if they don't specifically have these books, a really good way to find growth mindset books is to just Google it and see what comes up, and then go to your library and use the computer or ask someone to help you to see if they have those books there, and you'll be able to find your own growth mindset books that you can rent out or check out from the library. So Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you are interested in more videos like this and interested in learning how to teach your kids a growth mindset, go ahead and click that button down below and subscribe. Please, it helps me grow my channel, and it helps with the YouTube algorithm, I guess. So it's really important. And like this video so that it can be pushed through, and share it with others, so that we can help the next generation, because kids need this, you guys. There's a big need for kids to learn growth mindset and some of the things that I have to share. We need to plant these seeds in our kids, so that they can live happy and successful lives. Mental health is on the rise, with struggles with mental illness and mental health, and kids are really struggling. I feel like ever since 2020, it has really gotten really hard for a lot of parents and kids and all of us. And so learning these things they can change our lives. And who doesn't want to be happy and successful? And I'll tell you, life is a mindset game. So feed your brain just like you feed your body. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.